In our headlines this morning, Anambra government seeks further dialogue to tackle key security challenges facing the state. Excuse me. APGA chieftain Odile calls for support to Governor Soludo re-election bid. Federal government plans if 11 million met to roll out the end estimated billing. 2 Russian bridges collapsed, killing 7 people, injuring many others. Good morning and welcome to our breakfast news this morning. My name is Sijoma Uche. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and properties. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 0800-220-0008. In a pivotal meeting held at the Government House, Oka, the state government is seeking further dialogue to tackle key security challenges facing the state. Government House correspondent GK Abana this report.
Convoked at the instance of the Special Advisor to Governor Soludo on Community Security, Mr. Ken Emakaye addressed a gathering of mayors, presidents general, and commanders of vigilante groups at the state, local government, and community levels. Apart from the focus on key challenges, the dialogue outlined collaborative strategies to enhance safety in Anambra communities. Mr. Emakaye made it clear that Agunechemba has replaced AVG, making AVG illegal, and added that Operation Udogachi is only but a code name. He stressed that the meeting was called to address the issue of daily negative reports against Agunechemba and Udogachi, admonishing the stakeholders that whatever they do rubs off on the governor, while stating that Agunechemba has no business with land racketeering. He pointed out that the President General is in charge of the day-to-day running of Agunechemba in their respective communities.
And we say that our duty is clear and simple. Our duty is to complement other law enforcement agencies to provide security of lives and properties to the Anambra. Because people tend to forget that we have this Agunechemba and Udogachi. We have it in 3 categories, 3 cadres. There is this Agunechemba, Udogachi in every community in Anambra State. In every community. Those in the communities, they are recruited by members of the community. And you have the Agunechemba, Udogachi at the local government level. Local government unit, which is directly under the command and control of the mayor of the local government.
Emphasizing that the governor has expressly directed that any security gadgets used for purposes other than lawful purposes will be confiscated. GK Abana, ABS News.
Ahead of the forthcoming Anambra State governorship election, chieftain of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, Chief Primus Odile, has called on the Anambra to rally around Governor Chupuma Soludo and APGA, which is the party with proven blueprint for the transformation of Anambra State. Chief Odile, who disclosed this while speaking to the ABS in Oka, noted that APGA has been very consistent in providing the citizenry with quality and goal-oriented leadership, adding that his call is about initiating all progressives within the state and moving the Anambra State from strength to strength. According to APGA stewards, the party has believed leadership qualities in Anambra State for 2 decades and has remained very consistent in providing trustworthy, intelligent, and reliable leaders with workable developmental plans. He maintained that the party, spearheaded by Governor Chukuma Soludo, already reshaping Anambra across all sectors within just 3 years, including roads, education, healthcare, security, among other dividends of democracy. The Anambra are thereby enjoined In a bid to solemn and spiritually charged atmosphere, the people of Ihala local government area have gathered for a one-day interdenominational prayer session aimed at restoring peace and security in the area. The event, which was held at Odata School Field in Ihala, also featured a requiem mass in honor of those who lost their lives to recent violent attacks in the region. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata covered the event and now reports.
The prayer session convened by the chairman Ihiala local government area, engineer Anayo Ojako, brought together religious leaders, traditional rulers, security operatives, youths, groups, and concerned residents, was marked by fervent prayers, worship, and messages of hope for a safer and united Ihiala. In his message, Governor Chukwuma Soludo, represented by his special advisor on security matters, El Vice Marshal Ben Shobi, sympathized with all those whose lives were lost following senseless killings, not only in Ihiala, but also in other parts of the state, and emphasized that reducing insecurity requires community ownership of security at the grassroots level, noting that Homeland Security Law has been instrumental in addressing insecurity. Leading the Requiem Mass, the Bishop of Nnewi Catholic Diocese, Most Reverend Jonas Benson Okoye, assisted by the Auxiliary Bishop of Olu Diocese, Most Reverend Thomas Obiatuegu, in a homily called for sincere repentance and collaborative efforts to end the violence that has claimed innocent lives and destabilized the area.
We are successful on what we did today because he has set up machineries on the ground in terms of security of India around the world. Mr. Governor have done very well. That's why the good people of here see him as Governor to
for 3 days now, couldn't introduce the mass. Thank you. For this thought alone, God will bless your thoughts and your governance. That will bring them.
Emmanuel Shibata for ABS News.
Still watching ABS Breakfast News this morning. Up ahead, federal government plans a 7 million meter rollout to end estimated billing. 2 Russian bridges collapsed, killing 7 people, injuring many others. We'll take a break here. The news continues after this timeout.
Cadbury Hot Chocolate. Crafted from cocoa, milk, and sugar. Creamy, chocolatey, frothy goodness, rich taste, so satisfying.
Cadbury 3-in-1 Hot Chocolate, the treat you deserve.
Welcome back. The federal government has announced plans to deploy 7 million smart meters through its presidential metering initiative, aiming to eliminate estimated billing and reduce revenue leakages. Mrs. Olu Verajen, the special advisor to President Bola Tinubu on energy, disclosed this in Abuja on Sunday, speaking on the 2nd anniversary of Tinubu's administration. Venerable stated that the smart meters would end collection losses for most on-grid customers who are currently unmetered. The special advisor also revealed that the government is working to clear its legacy debt, which accumulated due to an inability to fund electricity subsidies and distribution companies' DISCO underperformance in revenue collection. 2 bridges have collapsed overnight in separate incidents in Russian regions bordering Ukraine, killing at least 7 people and injuring dozens. Regional governor said road bridges came down in Brixton, bringing several heavy rocks on a moving passenger train. Emergency services said at least 7 people were killed and at least 47 people were taken to hospital, including 1 child. Moscow Railway illegal telegram that the bridge came down as a result of illegal interferences. The acting governor, Alexander Kingston, said hours later a second bridge collapsed in the Shelenskenko district. Later a locomotive train of which the rain caught fire and a driver suffered injuries to his legs. Nigerian youths are set to compete in international tournaments across Germany, the United Arab Emirates, and Spain this month as part of City Sports Africa's global sports program. The young athletes will fly the nation's flag in Stuttgart, Germany, Dubai, UAE, and Barcelona, Spain for football, swimming, and basketball competitions, respectively, under the 2025 edition of the Global Sports Program. Speaking at a press briefing at the Regulations Lagos headquarters, City Sports Africa Chief Executive Officer Shola Opeleye said the program serves as a gateway for young players to gain international exposure and compete with peers across borders. The football tournament, the Schwerke Z Cup, will be held in Stuttgart, Germany from June 6th to 8th, featuring players in the under-9, under-12, and under-15 categories. The competition features over 120 teams from across Europe, guaranteeing each team at least 6 matches. According to the report, for swimming, Nigerian athletes aged 7 to 17 will compete at the Dansam Sports Complex in Dubai from June 14 to 15, joining over 800 swimmers from different countries in butterfly, red style, backstroke, breaststroke, and relay events, among others. Remember that you can follow news and programs from any parts of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Radio Television, on us at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradio.com. Top stories also conclude this news package. Anambra government is seeking further dialogue to tackle key security challenges facing the state. APGA Chieftain Odile has called for support to Governor Soludo re-election bid. A federal government has planned a 7 million meter rollout to end estimated billing. And finally, 2 Russian bridges have collapsed, killing 7 people, injuring many others. Security is here to stay in Anambra. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra state, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for further security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 0800 220-0008. That's our breakfast news this morning. Thank you very much for watching.